Hello everyone, and welcome back to a new episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. We're playing this Tengu Transmuter of Rue for the 0.18 release tournament. And we're about to head into Spider, and I gotta say, Ice Form is the one I think I'm going to be using most in here. The thing that can really happen to you in Spider is you get outnumbered by a large number of small attacks, and you want to keep your armor up. You want to make sure you have resist poison, and Spider Form would ruin both of those plans. It's still not an easy place to be, I don't think. But I think this is our best approach. Let's just eat like this beef jerky, free up some inventory space. Orb spiders, I don't really have an answer to. I mean, I can blink. I can try to corner them. I don't have any kind of ranged attack, really, is the problem. Blink is at 1% now. I'm not in Blade Hands, but I am somewhat drained, so I'm going to go ahead and assume that Blink is done being trained, and Charm's fine. Let's get back to our core skills. These freaking orb spiders. Ah! Just go back upstairs and rest. We just need to like get a foothold, you know? Blink. Missed. That was. Oh, whoops. That wasn't Blink. It was Blade Hands. Well, it hit me for a lot, but that had the effect of paralyzing the orb spider. So I'll take it, I guess. Clearly, the way to handle orb spiders is to just tank the orbs in the hopes of paralyzing the spiders. That seems like a really bad plan. It happened to work this time, but only because it was an accident. If I had done such a terrible thing on purpose, I'm sure it wouldn't have worked. All right, come on, man. Just come close to me. Yeah, there we go. Get punched. So we're gonna have to be careful in here, like I said. It's easy to get things out of control in Spider, especially when you have high EV and low. Let's blink. And low armor. It's easy to feel like everything is going swimmingly when you're not getting hit, and then suddenly you do get hit, and like maybe even twice in a row, and boy is that a problem. We just need to like especially not get caught out in the open. That's the worst in Spider. The worst thing that can happen is to get surrounded by spiders in the open. So you always want to keep some sort of line of retreat available if you can. I'm not sure exactly how that is for me. Hurts a lot. There's I was just reminded of so you can watch replays of other people's games if you are, and the replays are, so Crawl is available in tiles and console, but the TV, which is Foo TV is what it's called, the replay service, only replays in console, so you kind of have to at least be passingly familiar with console. But if you are, you can use Sequel to queue up replays of people's games, and there's like a famous one of some guy who is in Tomb, stair dancing as you always do, And he's casting like Tornado and Orb of Destruction. He's like a very powerful mage. So he's got Tornado up, and he throws an Orb of Destruction at an enemy, but his Tornado keeps twisting the orb around, so it's like going in the wrong direction. And at one point, it turns around and is like getting close to hit him. So he walks upstairs to get away from the situation. But the orb follows him upstairs, and then the next turn, he's got his tornado going still, and he's standing adjacent to this orb on the next floor, and it's like, what am I supposed to do about this? And I don't remember what he ends up doing, but the next turn it kills him. It's the best. It's amazing. So I was just wondering. I was just, as I went upstairs near an orb, I was reminded of that. But we're just going to go back down. It didn't kill us, although it might have done. And we have to, like... This dang spider. See, he has to take a few turns on occasion to charge up, is the thing. That's how I guess we're going to get him. It feels really dumb to, like... just chase an orb of... an orb spider and try to melee him, but I guess it works. +5. That's good to have. Actually, I think that's the right ring to wear in Spider. So a little extra armor is going to get applied many times. Because I'm just going to get hit a lot. And so every point of armor gets multiplied by a lot of hits, I guess is what I'm saying. I really, really should not be auto-exploring in here. You can get cut out pretty badly. So let's just turn that off. And stay close to the walls. It's always fun trying to juke Orbs of Destruction too, although it's not necessarily good for your health. This is a lot of spiders, and so I'm sort of inclined to Apocalypse. Notice, by the way, we've worked off all of our drain. So all the like, oh no, we were so badly drained from like killing a orc, like that isn't a problem, right? So you should use Apocalypse pretty freely, or at least not be too reticent about it. Yeah, I think I'll just Apocalypse this. The 2 orb spiders are going to be hard to track down, and I'm in the open in not a great spot. What could I do instead? What could I do instead? There's not really any place good, tactically good to stand that I could get to in any amount of time. And I'm a little worried that the Tarantella will confuse me, and then I'll lose access to Apocalypse. So I'm just going to do it now. All right. And, you know, it's kind of a shame that an Emperor Scorpion just now walked into view. Like, I was thinking about walking a little closer to them to try to grab more monsters with my Apocalypse, but oh well, we didn't. One Emperor Scorpion is not that big a deal, really, I think. Especially because we're fast, right? That's the thing. So maybe what I do is I try to kill the Demonic Crawler first. Which means, like... Do they cling? They don't. Okay. Let's get out over some water, which is going to slow down the Emperor Scorpion, I think. Apparently not. And my ice form is almost over. Blink? Alright, that's fine, I guess. Why did the boulder beetle screech to a halt? Because he was about to fall in water or something? I've never seen that. Huh. He was about to go into deep water, so he screeched to a halt, I guess. Interesting. I've never seen that message as far as I'm aware. Let's replenish ice form. There we go. And now we've sort of isolated these 2 monsters, and we can fight the crawler first. We might not be able to kill him before the scorpion gets here, but we can mostly kill him, right? He attacked himself. Fine. Azakubu's fell off. Let's put that back. Okay, see you later. We'll just step out of this guy's way. And maybe, like, just go find somewhere a little bit safer to rest. Let's just go upstairs, or get near the staircase anyway. Yeah, good idea. Don't auto-explore. Thanks for the advice. That's why you gotta put the macro in, because you're gonna forget. You're gonna go back to your old habits. And if you're in a situation where you don't think auto-exploring is safe, that's not good. Blade Hands, though, is better against this than Ice Form, I think. We want to do a ton of damage to him. We already have poison resistance from our cloak. Don't auto-explore. This time I wouldn't have minded it, I think, but let's just Ice Form, I suppose. And just keep an eye out for Orbs of Destruction. We can dodge them. How charged up is he? Fully charged. He's trying to fire it at me, but Rue is distracting him. Cool. And we got some food even. How nice. Yeah, don't auto-explore, sure. Now I feel like auto-explore would be okay, but I'm not going to take it off because pretty soon we're going downstairs and I'll once again not want to auto-explore. Alright, let's see if we can deal with this eel. That was easy. There we go. Now capital O will auto-explore, which is fine, I think. Spider Form is actually fine for this group. The extra poison damage will help against the beetle. And then the orb spider doesn't poison me, so I don't mind lacking poison resistance. How are we doing? Yeah, don't auto-explore, but do, actually. Okay, great. Now let's go downstairs. Azakuba's armor. Try again. How's my spell power on that? It's still pretty bad. But it gives me, 6 armor. Nothing to sneeze at. Kill the Tarantella, I guess? Confused. Okay. 2 Tarantellas, huh? We could Apocalypse this. It's kind of an issue right now. Our drain is mostly gone, and in fact, I think using an Apocalypse here would clear out our drain and clear out the previous drain anyway. But is that what we want to do? I don't know. I could back up a little bit here and kill the Tarantellas. Prioritize killing them anyway. These are both redbacks. The wolf spider's down there. Alright, there goes the redback. I feel like the message order for, not just the message order, but the order in which things happen when dismissal goes off is a problem. Right? It's just like, it kind of works out okay, but it looks dumb. Like, it teleports away, and then I illuminate it in retribution because but like I can't see it anymore, so it says you illuminate something. And it's like, I don't know, there's just a bunch of stuff like that. And I know, like, there's a whole subsystem in Crawl's code for like doing things later. For like, here's a thing that I want to do, but not right now, and then you set it up, and you describe when it's going to trigger, and then when that happens, it actually does trigger. I don't really know the details of how it works, so it might or might not be an appropriate way to solve this problem, right? To set up a delayed effect of teleporting the thing away, then do all the other combat stuff, and then actually make it go away, right? Ugh. Let's blink. It's fine, I guess. What about digging a kill hole? Tarantellas are the worst. That's Ozakubu's and Blade Hands is probably actually better than Ice Form. We already have the poison resistance, and we have similar armor, but this way we have better evasion and better damage. So many spiders. I mean, that's what happens in the spider nest, but it's like it's so easy to get surrounded and overwhelmed. Is there still another Tarantella around? I really don't like those guys. All right, looks like we handled it okay. Why did I... God, I'm just like... I switched to spider form, which is the worst. I'm just like falling into some like weirdo habits of doing dumb things for no reason. I think I'm just like a little bit crawled out with this whole tournament going on. But like I said, I do want to win this game today, if at all possible. Which it should be. I just need to stay focused and play somewhat carefully. I mean, we're at the point in the game where we should be able to win. Right? There are not a lot of circumstances that could arise, unpreventable circumstances, that is, where it would be like, gosh, I died and it wasn't my fault at all. We're well past that point, right? Arguably, like you're past that point as soon as you start the game, and like every death is your own fault. But it gets more and more like inexcusable to die the stronger your character is and the more options you have. And we're, I think, pretty far along. Nope, don't explore. Good advice. Although we're getting close to being done with Spider too. Let's go ahead and auto. Whoop. All right. Well. Ozakubos, Ice Form. Sure. There's more over here than I thought there was. I thought like the level ended like right here. Like I thought this area right here was a wall, and that I mean, obviously there's no reason to be sure of that, but that was my guess. Just sort of looked like that's the way the level should be shaped. What do I certainly don't need Potions of Flight, and I don't want Potions of Lignification anymore. We have better forms than that. Pick up the ring. Put on the ring. Uncurse the ring, drop the ring, put on protection. Always wear protection in Spider Nest. Doesn't really. Yeah, I want to though. Whoa! All right, let's just leave that alone. Spark wasps are scary. If you don't, especially if you don't have electricity resistance, which we don't. They're very fast. They blink around. They're hard to maneuver against, and they just do a ton of damage and are hard to hit, and like they're all kinds of nasty. There's so much more of this level. I thought we were done a while ago, and it just keeps going. I mean, I think we're doing fine still. I'm not very excited about having to clear Spider 4, but Spider 2 and 3 are okay. Kirka! You know what? If you put me in hog form, I'll probably still kill you. I'm good with my forms. But okay, before she does that, what should we do instead? Probably Blade Hands. Put on in Ring of Sea Invisible as well. Kill the Tarantella. It's actually, well, Kirka is maybe a bigger threat, but the Tarantella is can really cripple me. There we go. We rescued all of the... Ah! I forgot. I sacrificed love. So the hogs turned into humans, and they looked peaceful for just a second. And so I forgot that I am hated by all, and now they want to kill me. Very funny. You get actually a different message. This hogs return to their human form thing, that's a different message than you normally get. You know, they thank you for their freedom or something like that. But since we sacrificed love, they hate us. So we didn't get that message. All right, let's just rip our way out of this web, hopefully. Kill this human. The spider, because he's been webbing us. The other humans, great. The other thing is, I would like to learn regen fairly soon, but I don't know if I can really fit it into our XP budget. Oh, let's put back our Ring of Protection. Not spider form. Why did I do that? Ice form is fine, though. Oh, this guy's so sneaky. So many of these redbacks around. I don't know. Just like, and he keeps escaping. Let's go downstairs. Wow, 7 redbacks. Yikes. On the one hand, I wouldn't mind apocalypsing this. On the other, I'm greedy and I want more. Let's shout. That ought to get some attention. Let's cast Azukuba's armor. Oh yeah, bring it on. As long as we don't get confused. And there is a Tarantella next to us, so we can't really guarantee that, can we? Let's just hit the Tarantella. Let's be a little greedier and try for more of an apocalypse. Alright, I think this is plenty. Look at that. How can you not love Rue, right? Just like everything on screen dies. Easy game. We paralyzed the wolf spider, but he's way down there, and I'm not really going to be able to chase him down. We just attracted everything in the dungeon to our location. So we're going to leave and find a new staircase. and work off our drain gradually. Kill the Tarantella, please. Thank you. The redbacks are not a big threat. You know, I mean, some poison can get through, but with poison resistance, they're not that bad. Without poison resistance, they can do a lot of damage, and you need to use up some curing. But with it, they're just not that bad. Okay, more monsters over there. Let's try to... we just need to stay by the staircase so we have a safe exit strategy. And we'll just take up small chunks. Blink, Azuku's armor, blade hands, please. Our miscast turned the bugs on the floor into giant cockroaches, which is not really a threat at all, but it is funny. So here, like, I would also love Hydroform for stuff like, I mean, it's pretty great for Spider, honestly, because it's hard to avoid getting surrounded in Spider. And a large number of small enemies is what Hydroform is perfect for. But I don't really think that it's worth getting Hydroform online for. I might have said Spider Form. I meant Hydroform. I'm like running low on MP, which is a little bit of a problem. I think what I'm going to do is Blade Hands again and plan to draw out power if and when I get confused. The problem is this takes away my exhaustion, so I can't Apocalypse them. But I already can't Apocalypse them because I use up so much MP. I think that's okay. And there's not actually a lot here, right? The cockroaches look bad because their S is like everything else, but they're like completely ignorable. They're just making it harder for the Tarantella to get to me. The cockroaches are a benefit, honestly. So let's cast Blade Hands again. All right, we did it this time. There's the Tarantella. Kill him. He's the only one who can really cripple us. Although there are two, apparently. Neither of them managed to get adjacent, huh? I know you can tell, like, the Tarantellas are, like, purple or gray or something. It's a little hard for me to see the colors, so I had to check on occasion. Paralyzed the cockroach, really? We seem to have teleported away a redback. But we killed both Tarantellas, and that was the main problem. Okay, great. We did it. What was downstairs now? Nothing much. We took most of it upstairs with us. Turns out there's still a lot of redbacks. Ooh, Entropy Weaver. I forgot to bring my ring to resist corrosion. Okay, we may need to go back for that. Let's just take all this upstairs so we don't get corroded while we're fighting the redbacks. Oh, hello. Yikes, that hurts. That hurts a lot. Let's draw out power. Got him. Okay. More Blade Hands. Downstairs. Kill the Entropy Weaver. Actually, go back upstairs. Then kill the Entropy Weaver. We seem to have teleported away the other guy, which is fine with me. Come at me, Spider Bros. This is still just Spider 3, not Spider 4. read this on my gloves, I guess. Make sure there aren't already better gloves sitting around somewhere that I missed. No. All right, let's get going. Still no Auto Explorer, I think, is the best approach. Check out this book. There's not a lot of spells I would really want to learn, but it's nice to know. Maledictions, no. Sack of Spiders, not going to be useful to us having Sacrificed Love. Yeah. Still a big chunk of Spider 3 unexplored, but also a big chunk of it is explored. And we made a lot of noise as well, so many of the monsters in unexplored areas are probably moving around, and we have run into them already. I can't chase you into eel territory. Let's see if we can hit him with his own orb, huh? Looks like no. He got me. I was trying the jukes. This is a problem. Let's blink. Alright, this is also a problem. Orb Spider and the 2 eels can do quite a bit of damage. I could Apocalypse. It's an option. I don't know if I should or not. Eels just do so much damage, and the Orb Spider is hard to track down. I'll go for it. Why not? There you go. See you later, guys. It's warning me that there's an Orb of Destruction here. How can I lure this towards a wall and not towards me? Blink? Yeah, it's going to do a lot of damage when it lands if I can't keep it at bay. Let's Blade Hands. We're starving. Gross. Step back here to hit the Wolf Spider. It looks like it might hit the Wasp on its way back. Let's step north to increase the likelihood of that happening. Oh, yeah. All right. We made it work. Maybe a little bit silly, but it is fun to dodge Orbs of Destruction. How is stuff in Blade Hands? Blink is still dangerous to cast in Blade Hands, so I'm going to keep Translocations up, because it is important to me that be castable while I have Blade Hands up. It's a little bit less important because of Rue's controlled blink ability, Power Leap, but it's still important. All right, so let's get going to Spider 4. Let's just drop these stupid robes. Oh, I uncursed my old one. I can try these on because I found like a ring of teleportation or something. All right, they're both bad. That's fine. Now I can definitely stop carrying them. I forgot my robe or my armor had regen. I don't know that I've really noticed any difference, but you don't have to notice it for it to be helpful. let's not charge into a big mess of spiders. Let's stay near the walls. Walls are safe. They can only get a 3-on-1 against you. Whereas if you are out in the open, it can... I mean, 3-on-1 is not good, but it can be a lot worse if you're out in the open. Is this the... like the tomb end? I haven't seen this one yet. Or that one. I don't know what this is. But I thought it might be the relatively new ending with like death scarabs and other... I think it's mostly death scarabs, right? And ghosts and so on or something. I don't know exactly. But there's a tomb-themed spider ending. What form do we want here? I think Blade Hands is still appropriate. Choosing the order in which you kill threats can be useful. Like, that's something the tab won't do for you. Every so often, it does matter what order you kill things in, both in terms of which monsters are the highest priority to kill, and also just what direction they're standing in from you. Like, if all the monsters are coming to you from the east, say, you would rather kill monsters who are on the west. Because it doesn't open up spots that are easy for more monsters to get to. Okay, we're quite exposed right now. But they don't yet have us in a bad position. Well, I mean, it's a bad position, but they're not yet able to take advantage of it, I guess. All right. Where would I rather be? These are all just webs, right? No teleport traps or anything? Okay. So, like, I would like to be maybe down here. It's not great, but it's better than where I am. And just a single wand of disintegration makes it pretty good. Of course, in Blade Hands, as with every form, except Beastly Appendage, you don't really have proper hands and you can't use a wand. So if I wanted to dig there, it would be rather difficult. So I could try to walk there. I could try to use Power Leap to get there. I could just melee some stuff where I am and see how things go. I think that's better than trying to run away from spiders. They're just so fast. They just get more hits in on you while you try to run. Only once I'm badly surrounded am I going to want to take actions like that. Okay, great. So we ended up not having to react too strongly to that. Blink. Come on. We'll get him. We got him. Okay. That's fine, I guess. That's something I never thought about. What, if an orb of destruction hits you, because an orb of destruction is its own monster, right? It moves around. It has a speed. It's a projectile that is an actual monster in the game. And so what I was wondering is, if an orb spider hits you with an orb of destruction and your amulet of dismissal goes off, does it correctly cause the orb spider to be teleported? And I think the answer to that is yes. You could imagine that it might be programmed incorrectly and try to make the no longer existing Orb of Destruction teleport, but I bet that's not what happens. Because it should use basically the same code that death reports use to decide who killed you, and when you get killed by an orb spider, it's like blown up by an orb spider, and then in parentheses like Orb of Destruction. So that means that the game knows it's an orb spider doing it to you, and not the Orb of Destruction itself. So anyway, I assume that also makes the correct decision about amulet of dismissal. I assume that's like the same thing. So anyway, I think we want to apocalypse this. Yes, I think we definitely do. The Entropy Weaver was going to make that whole thing just a lot worse. Multiply everything in there by a lot. And by preemptively nuking him, we avoided the situation becoming bad, which it was going to otherwise. Finishing this game tonight is definitely possible. It's going to be a little bit tiring, but I think we should be okay. We're close to 1 rune, and that's a big milestone. Yeah, this looks like the tomb entrance, which I've never seen, but like I've never seen this either. I just know there is a new tomb-themed entrance, and this looks a lot like tomb. Okay, I'm glad we can fly/float. Let's rest here, get some MP back. Spectral Hornet, yeah, that's got to be the new tomb ending. There's no way you would have a spectral spider anywhere else. Moth of Wrath, yikes. Berserk Spark Wasps would be pretty scary. All right, we got rid of the Spark Wasp. That's fine. That is fine with me. Anything that gets a Spark Wasp off the screen is a big improvement in my life. Hello? That's a little spooky. I don't want him back now. I'm not in a form, so I can use a wand if I want. It's a bug, so I imagine it has low magic resistance, but with our terrible Evo, that might not be enough. There's a 28% chance to improve things. It's better than doing nothing. It's not like these Wands of Confusion are incredible resources that we're going to need to hoard. Okay, let's Blade Hands. Ah! Gosh, and he teleported again. Is that good? I don't even know. Blade Hands. Not Blade Hands. Spark Wasps are the worst. When he comes back, am I going to apocalypse him? Just one guy? I might. We could go do like shoals, I guess. Shoals 1 through 4. All right, first, let's just go upstairs. That'll be a big help. Getting back to full health. Oops, I rested again after getting to full health, which made me hungry. This is going to help a lot. It's going to prevent the Spark Wasp from, there we go, from surprising me. Oh, I'm surprised that didn't get you, buddy. Blink. Blink. There we go. Wow, that thing really turned the corner fast. Just gotta get near a wall. Just get it to run into something. There we go. We got it. Those things are silly. Everything but the Spark Wasp has been more or less okay. But Spark Wasps just do so much damage all at once, and like they also are very mobile and have a moderate amount of hit points. That's kind of an interesting setup. The water there is really nasty if you can't fly. Make it very hard to get into the vault, even. I like that. Why? I don't understand why there's water everywhere thematically. But it makes sense tactically as like it's clearly there to make it difficult for the player to fight, to make it hard for them to find good positions. Well, all right, that's fine, I guess. Whoa. If we can just keep making these guys blink away or teleport away, that sort of solves the problem. That's a problem though. Let's heal up with draw out power, kill that guy, and let's try to get out of this vault to rest. There's still a Spark Wasp on the loose somewhere, which I don't like very much. So I want to get to the stairway. Can I just sneak around this guy? No. Do I already have Ozcube's armor? Yes. So let's just put on blade hands. Ugh. Spark Wasp is here, guys. What do we do? Let's draw out power, I think. So that we're at max fighting strength when it arrives. We already have blade hands up, but it's about to go back down. Yeah. I could consider trying to power leap onto the stairs, but A, it would take me 2 turns. Power leap doesn't reach that far. And B, the Spark Wasp would probably be adjacent to me by then, which means the stairs would not be an escape. How's his magic resistance? Bad. So we could read a Scroll of Fear, perhaps. Or just teleportation. We have a lot of it. Yeah, that seems better than trying to fight him right now. I'm not in a position... I'm not in prime combat shape, right? My form is about to wear off. My health is a little bit low. I'm a bit drained. I think I'll just teleport. He's caught in a web. All right, that's fine, I guess. Okay. We got away from the wasp. And orb spiders, we can more or less... Oh, hello. We can more or less handle. There's that same Spark Wasp again. Here he is. Let's blade hands. And I have my Rue abilities all available if I need them. All right, that combat went fine, but it could easily not have. So that's like, sometimes stuff like this happens and I'm like, boy, I must look like a complete wimp, right? But you guys have seen the nasty, nasty stuff Spark Wasps have done to us in this playthrough. And it's not like we're way stronger than we were last time we fought one. And it was a real problem. So we need to just stay... We need to retain... What? Huh. What even happened there? My amulet vibrated twice. That's sort of a bug. I guess the draining effect caused me to this happen again, even though the monster was already supposed to be being teleported. Interesting. And did he land on a Zot trap or something? That's pretty weird. Because these two monsters disappeared on the same turn, and I heard a distant Zot, which suggests to me that this monster probably landed on a Zot trap. All right. Let me figure out, well, how do I write this up for my to-do? I'll just copy and paste the entire text. I'm gonna have to edit this to get the line breaks out, but there we go. Wolf spider. Oh, I no longer have blade hands. So anyway, I haven't done this vault yet, but I know there should be some death scarabs at the end. And I'm really glad I can fly. This is a lot of water. One or two of the other spider ends have some water, but this one uses a lot of it. It's gold-colored stone. Fascinating. Okay, this is a little bit spooky. The water is actually helping me because the monsters are having some trouble with it and I'm not, which is nice. I'm probably going to end up having to apocalypse, but I'm sort of trying to hold out as long as I can so we attract some more monsters. Let's hit the Emperor Scorpion. He's the one who's most likely to survive the upcoming apocalypse. There's another Emperor Scorpion somewhere there. Ow! Ah! Well, they all teleported away. Emperor Scorpions hit pretty hard, man. Let's go ahead and apocalypse. I'm worried actually about an apocalypse because it'll wake up everything inside the vault. And I don't think I can handle death scarabs right now. Maybe we should just teleport. I think we should. Let's just teleport. That's the Emperor Scorpion. Up here is further away from the Emperor Scorpion, so that sounds like a plan. Okay. A hornet and a jumping spider, not a big deal. We don't want too much more stuff to arrive. Let's draw out power as well. We're a bit low here. That should help. Oh, yeah, it put us back to like full. Amazing. And the drain, as I've said before, is basically inconsequential. We'll work it off within just a few more monsters. See, look, it's already basically gone. And in exchange for that, like, hugely helpful heal, easily worthwhile. Why am I miscasting Azukuba's armor? I don't know. Oh, it's another Spark Wasp, and I'm starving. That's great. All right, let's just take things nice and slow here. All right, went fine. could... interesting, spark wasps are poisonous. I didn't realize that. We could have used Drawed Power against him, or perhaps Apocalypse if we had needed to. And so when you have like gigantic tide turning abilities like you get with Rue, it's even more helpful than usual to be paying attention to every turn of the combat, so that you notice when things have gotten bad, or when your powerful ability will have the most leverage, right, to do something useful rather than like just sort of barely survive. Spectral Emperor Scorpion, huh? Okay. Oh, let's put my Ring of Protection back on. I was wondering why my armor was so low. And it's because I had my See Invisible on from when we saw that Ghost Moth earlier. Come on, Jumping Spider. Just get over here. Are we still... What is going on? It says I'm drained, but all of my skills are at full. Right? It says drain. Right there, drain. But all my skills are at full. I'm adding this. I don't remember what I said. I'm adding to my to-do. I have drain, but all my skills are at full. Oh, let's actually... Sure. Let's go back up this save. Copy. Great. Now I can get back to that later. Back to the game. I assume that I have like some minuscule amount of drain, like 0.1 or something, and it's small enough that it's being rounded off. But still being displayed in the drain menu, or in the, I'm sorry, the status indicator lights. Yeah, and so you know, we used it, and it was we killed that monster, and our drain all went away, and ours, you know, so that happened very quickly, which suggests yes, that was the problem. We had a very small amount of drain left. Another possibility might have been that somehow the drain indicator light had broken and was just stuck to on. It's a possibility. So now we know that that's probably not what was happening. Okay, so it's good to know. Like I said, I haven't studied the layout of this new vault, but it's good to know that there's doors here, which means that the death scarabs inside were never about to come get us. Let's put on this, actually. Get a little more negative energy resistance. That should help with their clouds of miasma, I believe. Although I suppose I'm not sure. Do we charge in here, and how? What else do we need to do? Consumables? Potions, right? We have 1 haste, 3 agility, plenty of might, and even some berserk rage if we really wanted to. I guess Azukuba's armor is a good start, huh? And then what form would you want against Death Scarabs? They're very fast. They hit relatively like medium strength, but they attack many times. And they're very fragile. Did I say that already? I might have. So okay, we don't want to use poison against them. So not spider form. They also slow you. Oh, speaking, jeez. Oh, our missile is still up. It has been for a while. Great. They probably have a fair bit of armor, or not armor, just HP. Like they have a low amount of HP when you encounter them normally in Tomb, but for around here, it's probably pretty high. So I think we'll choose Blade Hands. Okay, there's a lot of them. You know, maybe we should have. Geez, let's Apocalypse right now. Maybe we should have opened it from here so we could see the whole vault. Is what I was getting at. These guys are terrifying, especially with the slowing effect. Let's read Teleport right now before things get nasty. And let's Apocalypse this. We're slowed is the thing. You have to... I didn't want to like Apocalypse and then maybe Teleport because that would be a slower exit. And especially when you're slow, things can get bad quite quickly. So the higher priority was to get a Teleport in case things went bad. And then, once we have some wiggle room, an Apocalypse will help a lot. Okay, so now we don't really need the Teleport anymore, but there you have it. Oh, see ya. Let's just rest up a bit. This has been kind of a slow one, hasn't it? Oh gosh, it has. Longer than I thought for this episode. But I do want to just finish up Spider, and we're almost there. I wonder if I'm going to do vaults this game. I might not. Just, no. Just like, I kind of want to get it over with, and that's not really a great strategic decision. There's not a good reason anyway. But I think that's like fair. And like I've done, we should be able to handle Slime. I think is our third rune. Shoals is probably a good second rune. We can fly, so it's not as bad as it often is. Still an issue, but yeah, I don't know. Vault's an elf. I might just leave alone. I don't know. We'll see. But we're done with Spider. Let's actually let's leave. It's always a bit it's nice to not have to claw your way out of a branch on your way up at the beginning of a new episode. Let's just head to lair. There's a ghost moth around somewhere. It's not a big deal. See you then, ghost moth. Yes. Put back on my normal ring and go to lair. Okay, we did it. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.